Woo! Microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Welcome all to the Blazethelion Podcast. I am your host, Blaze, aka that dude, that guy. Yes, the weirdo. That's me. Tonight is good. Tonight is special because we have a special guest. But before we get into our guest for tonight, as you can see upon the screen, all right, if you're watching it from the Facebook page or from the YouTube channel, make sure you like, love, laugh, comment, and share. That means tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a damn friend, right? About the Blazethelion Podcast. I love it. I love it. I love it. Also, if you love what you're seeing, you love the movement, you love the passion, you love this face for some odd reason, I don't know, anything about the podcast that you love and you want to be a part of seeing it grow, of seeing it reach tens and hundreds and thousands and millions, support. Be a monthly subscriber to the podcast. All right. There are 3 levels where you can contribute monthly, as low as 99 cents per month, $5 per month, or $9 per month. And you get perks. Not only do you support a great, inspiring, positive podcast, not only do you support a Black business, but you also get gifts. Yes, you get Blazethelion Podcast wristbands. You get Blazethelion Podcast shirts. You get access to webinars and videos and events about allowing you to find your purpose, walking in your purpose, blazing your personality, and lots of goodies that I have planned in the future. All right, so get ready, get ready, get ready. Yes, yes, yes. So what I did last week was I had a song in mind. Yes, and I had a song with me that stuck with me for the most of that day. So I kind of want to go on the same pattern this time and play a song that it's been on my mind, right? So I like this song a lot. The artist is Kabaka Pyramid, and for all my Jamaicans or just reggae lovers, right? Reggae music is world music, yes? The song is called Ready. You ready? Here we go.
Kabaka people. Now I mean, jugglers once again. Skibbly bang. Ready when you're ready for me, drop some heavy. Them a blocks for them head, but them a dready. But me tell them man real. Who can hear them a go feel? Okay. Ready when you're ready for me, drop some heavy. Them a follow what them see up on the tele. But me tell them man real. Who can hear them a go feel? Watch this. Hey. Look how me easy on the track. Fresh like my new wall of bees in the block. Baby rock on my team, them have my back. See that brother there in the green, them have the strap. So me not for walk with it. Have to keep my energy clear, my thoughts vivid. Don't come around me, we can't talk business. Cause me done side, say you have a little dark spirit. Me put a fire on a Baphomet. Lyrics man a shoot like Obama young and like I said. Barrel them empty, like Tottenham trophy cabinet. Send them go back to the academy. None of them not ready for the real boss level. Team full of rebel, me not pre-pass rebel. Why them a pre when a peace now schedule. They get a them little devil for cease and settle. Smoke. Ready when you ready for me, drop some heavy. Them a blocks for them head, but them a dready. But me tell them man real. Who can hear them a go feel? Kabaka, I tell them ready when you ready for me, drop some heavy. Them a follow what them see up on the tele. But me tell them man real.
Hey.
Oh, I was jamming.
Big tune, big tune. Yes, yes. Again, that was by Kabaka Pyramid. Song is called Ready. You ready? Una ready? All right. Tonight's guest, we have business owner. Yes. woman on a mission to change lives, a positive, engaging spirit. All right. As you all can see on the screen, beautiful as well. You can feel that radiance. You see that glow. Look at that. You see that glow? I see that glow.
It's the light.
Yes. Yeah. This woman is taking her passion for food. Yes, food. Who else has a passion for food? I do. My passion is just eating it, not really preparing it per se. But this woman has a skill set, right? A creative mind in creating these delicious meals. And not just doing that, but also delivering them right to your door. Right to your door. Yes, to your college dorm, to your home, to your office, to your workout space, wherever you want, right? Yes, yes, yes. I am introducing tonight's guest is none other than, wait for it. Melissa Torres, who is the owner of Brie Vegan Cuisine. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
So I'm trying to get better at these intros, you know.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Good.
I love what I do.
And it shows. Yes, it shows. So I gave my introduction of you. What I always ask of my guest is give a small intro of yourself. So just tell the people a little bit about yourself. For those who don't know.
So, I am Brie Vegan Cuisine. What we do is we deliver daily. Oh, do you want to know about the business or me?
Both. Go for it.
Okay. So, what we try to do is make it easier for everyone to eat better for lunch. And kind of introducing a veganism or a plant-based lifestyle in an inexpensive way. It's very cheap because really I want to make it affordable for everyone. Everyone thinks it's very expensive to eat healthy when it really isn't. So I want to show people that, you know, you're getting this right to your doorstep easy, and it's made with love, and it's all plant-based.
Yes.
And
Isn't that the misconception? Isn't that the myth that people feel that it's expensive to eat healthy?
Yeah, it kind of sucks because I mean, really, when you go out and you're buying all these packaged, foods, yes, it can get expensive. But when you're making it from scratch, it's really not that expensive. I mean, it's gonna last 3 good days in your fridge, and it's good. You're getting all your nutrients and everything you pretty much need without putting any animal products in your body.
Yes, definitely. I remember when I first went vegan, I was amazed that first trip to the grocery store. My grocery bill is, when I'm eating clean, my grocery bill is usually about $100 a week. That's just for me. But when I went vegan, my grocery bill is cut in half. $50, $60, and I had more than enough food. I said, oh, all this time I thought I had to be fancy. I thought it was going to be so expensive to eat organic, but you're saving the money on the meat because the meat is expensive. Fish is expensive, seafood, all that stuff is costly, right? And then you switch that to some beans for $2 a pound.
Seriously.
Right? And those beans last me like all week. So very, very inexpensive. So All right. So if somebody is looking for delicious food, give them some examples of what you prepare. Like what would have them drooling right now on the screen, besides your radiant beauty, of course.
So what basically the concept I'm kind of going for is going for food like home meals, like something that you would have from your country. An example, like I'm Puerto Rican, so
Hey.
so arroz con gandule and oh my goodness, I'm kind of blacking out right now. Our traditional um my abuelito would kill me right now if he heard me speaking like this and not remembering it. A pastel, huh? Pasteles. So all like you can get Peruvian, Puerto Rican, Indian, all of these meals and make them vegan. And a lot of people don't really understand that. So once you kind of know how to just put things together and flavors, because it's all about flavor, you can make the same meals you're making without any animal products. So that's what I kind of want to do, and that's what I'm doing. One would be it's one of our populars is our chicken tuna sandwich, and it tastes just like tuna. If for those who like fish, but it's made out of chickpeas,
Wow,
and
see?
it's so tasty. There's so much. There's dill in there. There's I put Dijon mustard, vegan mayo. So I go for our meals all around the world and just kind of mix it up and just without the animal products.
Right. They are going crazy in the comments. They are naming all their meals. Look at that. Best vegan company in town.
Um,
So here's a question for you.
okay.
See? So you have a question right here from YouTube. Do you add any special spices for the flavor?
Spices. I mean, I have spice in a couple of meals, not too many because a lot of people don't like spice. I put the spice on the side, but I not really anything special. I don't know what would you consider special.
I'm not sure if they really meant spicy, or I guess they're asking as far as the flavor. I guess like what kinds of flavor, because maybe the misconception is that vegan food doesn't taste good. If that's the case, they obviously haven't had your food, right? So I guess just giving an example of like the flavor fullness.
I like to mess with flavors, honestly, because if I want my stuff to taste like chicken or steak, I'm throwing a whole bunch of stuff on that to make it taste like it and not like cardboard.
Right.
So I'm gonna throw in some curry or maybe paprika or dill, rosemary. I use all flavors.
Okay.
So it depends on like what meal I'm making or what kind of dish I'm making. What I'm gonna use. I want to kick it up with some chili peppers or what.
Hey. If you've ever, so in the comments, and I think I have already started in the comments. If you've ever ordered from Brie Lee Vegan Cuisine, name your favorite meal. What's your favorite meal that you've had that you loved? I love the tacos. Yeah, I loved everything. I just love food. So the chickpea tuna, yes, I agree, Gina. That chickpea tuna was so good. Yes. Agreed. Scrolling back up here to the comments about the grocery bill, we have Danielle say she only spends $35 a week being vegan.
What?
Look at that.
She's going natural.
Look at that. See? It's really not that expensive, y'all. You see it right here. You have people who who are telling you. Gina has joked. Gina says, then you're starving and you have gas. Listen, I know people associate beans, right, with gas. But before I was vegan, right, that whey protein, when I was all about protein shakes, that used to leave me gassy too. So it's not just vegan food. You know what I mean?
Your body
It's a
has
lot
to
of
kind
things.
of get your body has to kind of get used to it. Like once you
Yeah.
get used to eating your beans, then your body is like immune to it. Like you are gonna be pooping and so natural and so beautifully. Never
The fiber.
constipated. Like your body has to get used to it. Really, you're starting to let out these gases because you're putting other stuff before this. So it's letting out all that other stuff that you had before all your natural stuff that you're putting in. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your body starts
Definitely.
to feel good.
No, definitely. Yes. You're especially that switch of going years, going decades of eating animals, and then you switch it up and all of a sudden you're increasing your carb intake being vegan and your fiber intake, and your gut is
Exactly.
like, whoa, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
What is
It's like
this?
let out the bad
Yeah.
stuff.
They are naming the meals right now in the chat. The lasagna, the black bean burger, the protein bites, the lentil
Oh,
lasagna, pesto pasta is the best.
oh, those are fans.
The lentil burritos, yeah, see that?
Lentils is good. I try to put it on everything because it is
The
so good and it
empanadas.
has so much protein in it.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. I love it. I love it. So share with us your personal food journey, your personal what led you to veganism, or have you always been vegan, or was there a turning point? Was there a moment that it all changed for you?
um, well, I have been in the hospitality restaurant business. I can't even remember, like maybe like 15 years plus. So before this, I was eating
Hmm.
everything. Like put it on my plate. If I can eat it, I will do it. Like I tried everything. From the front of the house to the back of the house, to the middle of the house, I've been everywhere. And when I really started, I guess when I really started caring about what I'm putting in my what I was putting in my body was
Yeah.
when I was working at one restaurant and I started to I guess I would say from school first because I did go to school for culinary
Right.
um,
Right.
and I started they made me I had to cut up a rabbit I had to cut a rabbit up and then
Mm,
I was like, I can't do this. So yeah, I probably didn't pass that little class or that
right.
session, or because I was like, I'm not doing it. So I had my partner do it, and then I was like, holy crap! Like these are animals that we're putting in our bodies.
Yeah.
And then from there, I was like, I don't think I want to like kind of kill animals or like not even kill them because
Mm,
you're not killing them; they're already dead when they're on your plate. You want when you're cooking them. You don't really want to
right.
get too
Right.
wild. Except for my grandfather. My grandfather used to like just grab chickens and he was like, and it was normal because he lived in the farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, then that happened and I was like, I don't think I want to eat this anymore. So then I started cooking and my whole passion and everything. It just felt so great like making food for people and then seeing their expression on their face, like,
Mm,
oh, they really love that meal. But then I started making food, and because I wasn't eating that way, I couldn't really, it was more like the smell, like the seasoning. And I was like, okay, I'm going to put this and this and that and give it to people. And I still saw the joy, but I was like, I can't taste it now because now I'm vegan, but I'm feeding all these, everyone meat. And
yeah.
then I was just like, forget about it. I'm not even gonna cook that anymore. So then I stopped that completely too. But your question was, what started me was definitely school. School when I had to
Mm,
cut that rabbit. but I didn't do it. I just couldn't. I was like, no. But then, yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
the reason why I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. And then everything else after that was like, okay, then became health and for all the other reasons that come along
Yeah,
after.
yeah, yeah, yeah. In the chat, what was your reason that you turned vegan? Or if you're not vegan, have you just dabbled in? Because I know there was a big craze about a lot of these Netflix documentaries, right? What the Health and Forks Over Knives, and that whole craze got people um, just aware of what was going on, right? And on these farms, what was going on with the meat industry and the dairy industry. So in the chat, in the comments, have you seen any of those documentaries? Were there any books that caught your attention? Movies, friends? Sorry. Yeah, just anything like that. Because again, you feel like, so one of my clients said Netflix and me, you know? But see, like, that's in anything, right? You know, you have those memes where they say, how do you know somebody does CrossFit? Because they talk about it all the time, right? How do you know that somebody is vegan? Because they're always talking about it, right? So that's just not for veganism. That's for anything. If you're excited about something, right, you can't hold it in. Why would you want to hold it in? So it's not that we're trying to convert people, right, and twist anybody's arm, but we're just excited. Like, this is life changing. So why wouldn't we share, right? And then in the case of Melissa, she makes such delicious meals. Why wouldn't she promote? You know? And even if you're not vegan, but you just want to reduce your animal intake, right? Perfect opportunity, right? For lunch, man. What areas? Because I know you do delivery. So what areas do you service?
So right now we're a little, I guess, small, but we do want to grow. That is our goal. We are in I guess, Cooper City, Pembroke Pines, Miramar, and the furthest south, Miami Lakes. So, like in
Okay.
that area, we're doing, yeah.
Okay.
See, the whole Netflix and stuff like that, the only one that I had seen was What the Health, and that was like in the beginning. I've been vegan for a little over 5 years, maybe 6. I can't, something like that. At that time, really nothing was coming out, and a
Yeah.
lot of people had no idea knew the difference between vegan and vegetarian. So it was a little crazy at that moment. But now, oh my gosh, thank God, yay! A lot of people know the difference because it's more out there, and these shows are out there, and it's so amazing that everyone's talking about it because we're learning about it and we're knowing now we're way more smart. Sure.
We are
Yeah.
smart.
And we're with all the technology and everyone's sharing and they're, sharing what they're learning and all of this, it's getting around quicker.
Quicker. Yeah, yeah,
than
yeah.
it would. Quicker
Yeah.
than it would back in the days. Because back in the days, veganism and the whole plant-based lifestyle has been around for so long. But just now is when we're really talking about it. People are really understanding it. You can actually go to schools and people are like, oh, I know what that is. But
Yeah.
even like 4 or 3 years ago, nobody really knew the difference between these two. So yeah, What the
Yeah.
Health was the one show that I did see.
Yeah, yeah. That was one of the ones that really changed. That just got people thinking, right? Just different conversations that they just never thought of. And you were like, oh, this is what's been happening. And you have different levels, right? So just like anything, so within veganism, you have your junk food vegans, right? Because many times French fries are vegan, not from everywhere. All right, so you gotta be careful. Not
They
from
fry
everywhere.
that shit in like chicken sometimes. It's like,
Right,
do you really want
right.
that?
So not from everywhere, but many in some cases, fries are vegan. Popcorn. So I went to Disney this weekend, and the popcorn at Disney is vegan. It's like, oh snap! Hey.
Oh my gosh, talking about Disney. I went maybe like I want to say 3 or 4, maybe 3 years ago. They had nothing there but churros that were vegan. Nothing. But I heard, and I haven't been there for a while, but I heard there's way more options now at
Mm-hmm.
Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to go now. I haven't
There
gone
are more
just because of
options.
that.
No, definitely. I would say, because I've been to majority of the theme parks, I would say for best vegan options in the theme parks, Hollywood Studios. All right. If you go to
Okay.
Hollywood Studios, that used to be the MGM Studios back in the day, Hollywood Studios, and you go to the Star Wars, that area, that themed area. And in that area, they have some vegan options that are fire. Really,
What?
really good. I was impressed. I have like a plant-based meatball dish with hummus and sprouts and arugula and really, really good. So
Stop.
I was
Ooh,
impressed. And then Epcot, because Epcot has that section where you can go travel to, like all over the world, right? You can visit the different countries or whatever. And in Epcot, they have quite a few vegan options. Even for the Food and Wine Festival, they have a couple other countries have some really good vegan options too. So they're out there. There are actually, if you go on Instagram and you put in Disney or like vegan Disney, there are Instagram pages created by people who only like post pictures of food at the theme parks.
what? That's
Yes,
pretty
and they'll
awesome.
post, and this is at Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, Magic Kingdom, like all the theme parks. They travel to all the theme parks, and they post pictures. So there are a lot of vegan options out there. So you don't have to feel like you can't eat somewhat healthy on vacation, or you can't eat vegan. You just have to eat animals. No, there are options out there. Even Epcot sells plant-based hair
Burger?
products and lotion
Oh,
and lip balm. I've bought, yes, I've bought plant-based products from Epcot in the countries. I don't remember which
what?
country I was in. And this is like maybe 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And they have plant-based products sold. So
What?
it,
Oh
it
my
is
gosh.
it is growing.
That's awesome. I promise the last time I went out there, I went out there with the biggest cooler, like the ones that you roll, and I was walking throughout the whole like Disney, and people were looking at me like, "What? You can bring that in?" And hooked up. We had all the meals in there, but it was all, of course, vegan because we
See?
couldn't eat anything in the parks. But I'm so
Yeah.
happy to hear that there's food there now.
Yeah,
I'm going. I'm going.
they have options. I wasn't that impressed with Magic Kingdom's vegan options. Not bashing Magic Kingdom. I love Magic Kingdom, but as far as vegan options, they were okay. But Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Universal has some really, really good options. So they're out there.
That's
They're out
awesome.
there.
So
Yes,
you
yes,
got to
yes.
eat.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And just even in that area, in the Orlando area, those who have an iPhone, if you have an Android, I don't know. I can't help you there. But for Team iPhone people, when you're in the Orlando area, you just type in vegan in the maps, and there are tons of vegan restaurants in Orlando, people.
Really?
Tons. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
gonna take a trip. I'm gonna have to take a trip.
It's everywhere. There are tons of vegan spots in Puerto Rico. it's spreading so much. We are taking over soon. Just saying. One day.
Yay. You know, I'm
One
going
day.
this weekend to Georgia. I'm super excited. Georgia has so many vegan places. It's so crazy, and I'm
Mm.
so excited because I'm
Slutty
probably getting
vegan.
ideas.
Check out
Oh,
Slutty Vegan.
oh, slutty vegan for sure.
I still haven't gone. I travel to Georgia all the time, and I've still never tasted their food. But
Because
everybody
their lines are
says,
so long.
yeah, everybody says that it's amazing. So gotta try
I'm
that.
excited.
So we got sidetracked a little bit. So let's get back. Let's get back.
Okay.
Let's get back.
So,
Back. Yes. So awesome. Curious about the name Brie Lee. Who inspired or what inspired? Like, what does that name mean? Just
hmm.
out of curiosity.
That name means everything to me. That's my daughter's name. Her name is Brianna Lee. I call her
Oh,
Brie Lee, and our kids are the future. So she inspired me. My baby does eat vegan here at home. When she's out, like with her grandma and stuff, like I don't force her to eat. Like you have to eat this way.
yeah,
I'm open to anything, But here at home, only vegan.
yeah.
And she inspires me. She inspires me in so many ways because um, she shares this. Like our kids talk in school, So like the way she eats, she shares it. Like I pack up her lunch and stuff like that too, and her friends see it. So they kind of all talk about it. So it's good because they're their future. They're our future.
Yes.
And if she knows more about it and she eat this way and she shares it with her friends, they know about it. They have the option to, or they can decide whether they want to eat that way or not. And they're learning about it. I know when I was in school, I had no idea what that meant.
None.
I had no vegan friends, or my
Nope.
parents never talked to me about that. So
Nope.
Brianna is my inspiration. That's my baby. And I know that in the future, plant-based lifestyle is the future. And so that's where I got the name from, Really Vegan.
I love that. I love that. Yes, kids are man, kids are smarter now than we ever were.
Hmm.
I mean, kids know how to operate computers and laptops and phones. They they are just so in tune with just so much. There's so much access now, right, to just everything. So there are vegan activists that are changing the world, right? There are kids that are models that are changing the world. There are kids that are motivational speakers, right? That are changing the world, right? There is so many opportunities for kids. On that same note, coming up in summer, right? Every month on the Blazethelion Podcast, I have a theme, right? So if you didn't know, I'm about to tell you now. For February, the theme for February is loving what you do, right?
Hmm.
And obviously, we can tell that Melissa loves what she does. That's why she's on the pod. In summer coming up, for one of my themes, I would like to have kids. All right. I would like to have kids that are doing the damn thing, right? Who are world changers, who are making an impact on their community,
I like
on the
that.
world. Yes. So if you know of any kids, whether it's your own kid, I know we all feel like our kid is just so special. And yes, your kid is special. Your kid is amazing. I get that. But I need kids that have influence, right? I don't care about followers and fans, but I mean influence. They have confidence. They are passionate. They are walking in their purpose, right? So in any field, in any capacity, in any industry, if you know any kids that you were just totally impressed by, whether they're dancing, singing, whatever it is, send them my way. Yes, contact us here at the Blazethelion Podcast, and let's have them on the pod. Let's have them on the show, right? Yes, kids are the
Yes,
future. Indeed,
yes,
indeed.
you are.
So in the chat, somebody asked you another question. They said, Miss Jacqueline said, any new dish ideas in the works?
Well, let's see. Maybe when I take this trip.
Okay.
But I'm thinking of something from. I want to do either an Ecuadorian dish. I don't have one of those. I do have, or a Peruvian dish, like a lomo saltado. I just need to know
A
how they
what?
make that. A lomo saltado. So that's like meat with this white rice, and then it has like I don't know, would you call it like a ratatouille type of thing? It's like like tomatoes with grilled onions. It's so good. French fries, like it's a great Peruvian dish, but I have to
Mm,
make that vegan. I have to make it vegan. Um,
mm.
so yeah, kind of. I'm working on some ideas. I have to work on them. But from other
It's
countries, I do have. Um, let's see, which other ones do I have? Oh my gosh, I can't even come up with one right now. But I have pretty good. I have Mexican. I have Thai. Which
mm.
is my favorite. But yeah, I still don't have those two countries.
See, there's another question. What about the vegetable Thai red curry?
Oh, that I do have a Thai one, but it doesn't have curry in it.
Mm,
Or did I make a plate? I don't know. I make so many plates. I think I have at least like 20 different kinds of meals.
okay,
And I like kind of switch it up, probably even more. I'm
okay.
getting better at it. I'm getting better at it. I'm just testing it.
So, what is your biggest seller? What dish is the most in demand?
The most in demand would be the chickpea tuna, the
Okay,
lentil burrito, which is so good.
I haven't tried that one.
And the lentil burrito is super fire. It has spinach in it, tomatoes, some Parmesan cheese,
Mm,
potatoes, cilantro, and it's wrapped up in like a spinach wrap. That one is really good. Our pad thai with mushrooms and tofu. That one is really good. It has like little crunchy bits of red baked onions, and it comes with a side of like a spicy chili edamame. Super good.
mm,
Our black bean mushroom and oats burger is probably our top seller. That
mm,
one is definitely our top seller. And that one is made with love because I have to like prep it the night before so I can let it sit for a while so the flavors can just kind of all marinate together. But that has like mushrooms, oats, black beans. I put uh, panko breadcrumbs on it, and the onion rings that comes with it is so tasty. I dip that in
hey,
almond milk.
I love onion rings.
The onion rings are pretty good too.
Love onion rings. They also put in the chat Imperial rice. So Imperial rice is that the rice I've seen that looks like they put like cheese on it?
Yes, yes, that's a
Okay.
Cuban dish. Yes, I do have imperial rice, and that has jackfruit in it. So the jackfruit, it shreds so beautifully when you kind of cook it, and I make it in like a barbecue sauce to kind of give it some kind of little taste. It doesn't taste too much like barbecue sauce because then I kind of wash it off
Okay.
and put it in there with um, like a chicken, and it makes perfect imperial rice.
The
That's a
first
Cuban
time that
dish
I
that I have.
seen Imperial rice, I said, "What the hell? How they put cheese on I had never seen that."
I put
Then And then I turned vegan. So I've never had vegan Imperial rice. So,
Oh man, I'm gonna hook you up with that the next time I make it.
hey,
It's so good. It's melted cheese on top. Imagine cheese. Who doesn't like cheese?
where are my cheese lovers? Throw your hands up. Where are my cheese
Cheese.
lovers? That was the last thing for me to give up when I turned vegan is the damn cheese.
Seriously, me too. Cheese is so good. All kinds of cheese. Like all kinds of cheese. I love cheese. And now, thank God that the plant-based industry has made so many different kinds of cheeses in so many different ways, from like cashews to almond to like I'm mixing it up with like topeka flour. Oh my gosh,
The nutritional
there's
yeast,
so many
all sorts of stuff.
nutritional yeast. Yes. Oh my gosh, there's so
And
many.
I've
Like the
even
cheese
seen
now
a
is so
recipe.
good.
I've even seen a recipe with the tahini butter, with tahini butter with
Oh, okay.
um man, it was hummus, tahini butter, salt and lime or something like that. Granted, like I don't really cook
Ooh.
like that, but
So it's
I'm
kind of
just
like a
saying,
nutty flavor because tahini is like nutty. It's like
yeah,
made from like sesame seeds, or is it
yeah, yeah,
sesame
yeah,
seeds, right?
yeah, yeah.
That sounds
So
good.
you're getting a bunch of questions. So I wanted to go to some tougher questions for you, right?
Okay.
Some deep, dark, personal questions for you, right? Um,
Okay.
but I want to get to these questions here first in the chat. So D Fig said he tried experimenting. He went to Universal Studios and he had the burger, the vegan burger, but he wasn't that impressed. So most of these burgers at these theme parks, they use the Impossible Burger, and
Of course.
they don't like. It's not fancy. They don't dress it up. They don't put their heart and soul into it, right? So if you're really looking for a like delicious burgers, right? You have, of course, Brie right here, right? And if you're not in this area, if you're not in the South Florida area, certain restaurants like really dress it up. You know, I don't like to like say all the restaurants because they ain't giving me a check out here, not yet. But I know like Fridays has like it's a bunch. You just got to do your research, but it's out there, right? But don't just have one vegan burger or try one vegan meal from somewhere and feel like that's how they all taste, because that's not true. I remember when I first turned vegan and I went to Whole Foods, right? This was like 4 years ago, and I tried their tofu. I had never really tried tofu prior to that. So I tried tofu at the hot bar at Whole Foods, and I was like, ugh, what is this? I don't like tofu. But I didn't realize that there was a whole world of different cultures that made tofu totally different, from Hispanics to Jamaicans. And I was like, oh, I do like tofu. It's just from certain, it just depends on how it's made. So,
Exactly. The
so don't go by
flavoring.
just one. Yes. One more question, and then we're going to get into some personal questions for Melissa. And if you all have any personal questions, nothing like rude or disrespectful, not people, you know what I'm saying? But we'll get into that. So final question here before we get into that is vegan breakfast. They're asking about vegan breakfast. 3 different people have asked about vegan breakfast. Vegan pancakes. What about the breakfast lovers? I don't know what you have to say to that.
Well, if you're asking me what I make for breakfast, I do love to make vegan pancakes, and I like to throw a little bit of chocolate chips in them. They taste so good with chocolate chips. There is chocolate, vegan chocolates. You just get like
Yes.
the cocoa ones, or the ones that are just dark chocolate, no milk in them. So that's super good. They have right now just eggs, which came out recently, because before I was using these powdered eggs and they were made out of like green peas or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what, but the just eggs right now, ooh, make like the best scrambled eggs or omelets. And that you just season it up however you would season your regular eggs. So good. I love to throw a little bit of my grandfather's. He makes it for me. I'm a little spoiled by him, but he makes me like it's like a not a, like a sofrito. Is it sofrito? No. Oh my gosh, what is it called? It's with like culantro, cilantro, and it's like I put a little dash of that in there, a little salt and pepper, and it's so good. Let's see. I'm trying to think of stuff that, because a lot of people really don't like to cook. So easy stuff. Right now they have this like Beyond Meat little sausages that come in like a box.
Okay.
If you throw that in with the omelet and some cheese, some vegan cheese. My favorite cheese right now would be Follow Your Heart. I really like Follow Your Heart brand.
Okay.
And you can make a little thing with that with some fruits on the side. Shakes are always good. You know, when your bananas are going bad or strawberries, freeze them up, throw them in the blender after, and you have a great shake. Throw some protein in there, and you're good. What else? You can make French toast out of, your bread, whatever bread you like. I like, oh my gosh, what is it called? It's like a green bag. It has like a lot of seeds on it. It's so good. But that, and I dip it in my just eggs, and I put a little bit of cinnamon on it, and you have
I miss French toast.
French toast. Agave is something I substitute for my my syrup. Agave is good. Or like pureed berries you can do.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff for breakfast. Man, if that's what you're worried about, there's a lot of stuff that you can eat that's vegan for breakfast.
There we go. All right, so let's get personal now. Here we go. All right, so the elephant in the room, right? This pandemic, right? COVID-19, and how it's changed not just America, but most of the world, right? And people have gotten sick. Unfortunately, people have lost their lives. They have lost loved ones. Everybody's going crazy. And then for small businesses, right, have been affected by it. People have been forced to shut their doors. With all that said, how has these past 12 months, how has this COVID-19 pandemic affected you and your business, or even your own personal life?
Okay. Well, for the business, I guess it kind of picked up, to be honest. It picked up. A lot of people stood home. So we kind of delivered to, like, we would tell people to leave their coolers out, and we would place their meals inside there. A lot of restaurants were closed. So it really, I'm so sorry for those who, had to close their restaurants, because there's a lot of restaurants that I really like to go to, and they had to shut down. But we just kept on going, really. We just kept on going. We kept it safe. We wore a mask. I used gloves the whole time, always. And it really didn't affect us that much. Thank God. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you so much. People did trust me. I think, and this might be like, a lot of people might not believe it, but I feel like when you eat right, you're less likely to get sick. So a lot of people kind of went towards going plant-based during this time. I'd like to say they felt like, let me start putting the right things in my body, to take care of myself because I'm putting all these meat and they're, all these animals are getting injected and we're putting all of these chemicals in our body. And that's how we can get, we're most likely to get sick if we're putting that in our body rather than putting, good stuff in our body. So it really didn't affect me that much, thank God. As for my family, my grandfather actually wound up getting COVID, and he's 83. There was a time where my family was like, we need to take him to the hospital, but I was like, you know what? If he's eating good and he's putting the right things in his body, he can get through this without going to the hospital. Because I kind of felt like, if you go there, they're going to start giving you a lot of stuff that you really don't need. Just take care of yourself, stay home and, stay closed, open all your windows, breathe in all this fresh air, take in natural, ingredients, all organic stuff, and take care of your body. And he got through this. So I am so grateful for that.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome because you don't hear that.
He's a strong man. He's a strong man. And before this, he had cancer. So this is someone that could have went another way, another direction if he would have probably went a different way. So he went through that, and he's such a strong man. And after that, got COVID, and then he ate great, and he followed our advice, and we're like, just eat good stuff, like stay with everyone, stay home, breathe in good air. That's all you need. And 83. And he tested twice.
83.
Negative, and so good. Yeah.
Ooh.
I love him.
Ooh. That is awesome to hear. Again, because you don't hear that. You don't hear those stories when you think of the elderly and anybody. I don't want to offend people here. So anybody, I want to say over 70, 65, 70, because 50 is not old anymore, right? So I get it. You hear the opposite. You hear they get sick. You hear they don't make it. You hear all the horror stories, right? So to hear your grandpa like thriving, and being able to be strong enough to trust the food and just to think positively, that's amazing. That is awesome. That is awesome. So you have more questions in the chat. I love when they flood my guests with questions because that makes my job so much easier. So keep with those questions. I can fall back. Keep asking those questions. All right, so let's go here. Roxana asks, do you use Dave's bread? That was her question.
Oh, actually, Dave's bread. Dave's bread is pretty good. Yes, that has all the seeds. I think it has, like, you can get a bag of, like, I think eight different kinds of seeds, and then, like, another one with, like, 12 different kinds. And it has, like, I think 5 grams of protein in it. Dave's bread is pretty good. I like Dave's bread.
There we go.
That strong guy in the front when he's just like, yeah.
So, all right. So Dave's bread is a go. Next question from Jacqueline. Do you do any catering?
Yes, we do catering. Well, Monday to Friday is more like, I guess you can say like maybe cantina. I don't know, but it's different meals throughout the week, 5 days a week, different meals. And then on the weekends, or if you let us know ahead of time, we do like business meetings, birthdays, any kind of like small event we can do, definitely. And we do have a list of that. So if you just let us know, we got you.
Boom, there we go. On that same note, there are more questions here that I want to get into. But before we get there, should I say, if anybody would like to try one of your meals, whether for catering an event or just to try one of your lunch meals, how can they contact you?
The best way would be through calling or texting. Straight up, I'm old school. I'm sorry, guys. That's the best way to reach me. But Instagram is another way, and it's really.vegan.cuisine, or Facebook too. But definitely calling or texting will be the best.
Let's put that in the comments. Brie.vegan.
Vegan.cuisine.
Checking on my spelling out here.
Oh, I can't see it.
Oops.
It's BRILEE.vegan.cuisine. CUISINE.
And there it is. Yes. All right. So check her out on her Instagram page. Yes. And you can always hit me up. Yes. I have tried her food. So I don't just have her on this wonderful podcast because she looks great in that color blue. I hope that's blue, right? Okay.
It's blue.
Okay. That's not the only reason, right? But I have tried her food. Yes, I myself am a customer. I am a supporter. I am a believer, right? We're walking in integrity here. So I trust her food. I love her food. So why not share it with my audience? Yes, yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Moving on to another question we have from Gina. Gina, who I call Patina. All right, here we go. This might be a loaded question, depending. Here we go. She is curious if you will take the COVID vaccine.
That's very personal, but no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. Just because it's too new and I don't need that in my body. I eat good already. I take care of myself. I exercise. I meditate. God, please. I haven't got sick. I can't remember when's the last time I got sick, to be honest. So, and it's ever since I changed my diet, to be really, really honest. Ever since I started eating clean and taking care of my body, I don't get sick. I can be around sick people and I don't get sick. So, will I take the vaccine? And probably not.
Probably not. Probably not. Yes. I love it. I love it. She actually agrees. She feels the same way.
Thank you.
And again, we're not here to judge anybody. We're just giving our thoughts, right? Our views. For those asking me, you guys already know me. You guys see my posts, right? So, but for those who don't know me, right? And because I feel left out that I wasn't asked that question as well. So I'll answer. Thank you all for asking. Would I take the COVID-19 vaccine? The answer is hell no. No, no, and another no. That's a no for me. Not judging anybody who does, who will. It's not my role to judge. I'm not put on this earth to judge, right? So you do what you feel is right. But as for me and my home meaning me and my lion here, we shall not be getting the COVID vaccine. But you do your research and you do what works for you and for your family, right? I put the Instagram in the chat, but I'll also say it verbally one more time. If you want to contact Brie Lee Cuisine, it is Brie, BRILEE.vegan. We all know how to spell vegan here, right? Hopefully. Yes. .cuisine, CUISINE. Yes, and you can see her. See how she's smiling right now? You can see that face. Well, actually, no, you won't see that face on her page. But you'll get to see her delicious food. Yes, and I'm looking at her page right now. Look at these wraps and burgers and tacos and pizza. Where are all my pizza lovers? Woo! Pizza and chickpea tuna. I think I see soup here. I see quinoa and chickpeas and avocado. I see like a mushroom pasta dish. All types of stuff, man. Onion rings. Like we said before, lots and lots of good food. Good, healthy food. Food to make you feel good and food to help you look good. Yes? Yes, indeed. So what I like to do is I've been doing this the past couple weeks and everybody loves it. Actually, I don't know if they love it, but I like it. And they usually comment. They usually comment in the chat. So we're going to go for it. So this is the part of the show where I'll say random colors. All right. I'll go through a series of colors. And for each color that I say, you, my guest, is going to say what comes to mind when you hear that color. It could be one word. It could be a phrase. It could be a short story. Anything that comes to mind when you hear that color. Are you in?
I'm in.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You saw she had to flex the guns on us, right? See that, right? Vegan muscles right there. You see that? Hey, I've seen her work out too. She goes hard. She goes hard. All right, here we go. Color time, color time, color time. Color number 1. Blue.
Sky.
Sky.
Yeah.
Color number 2. Green.
Plants.
Plants, plants. Red.
Red. I don't think I really like red too much. Red, I would say, what's red? Your heart. What?
Your heart. Okay. That too. Your heart. Okay. All right. Moving on. White.
White is pure.
Pure. All right. Speaking of pure, transparent. What do you think of?
Transparent. Transparent, I think of truth.
Truth. Okay. I like that. I like that. Let's go with gray.
Gray. Gray, I think.
Feel free to play this game at the house too. You'd be surprised what ideas, what thoughts come to people's mind when they hear different colors. Yes, gray.
Gray, I think of Buddha.
Ah, okay.
I have so many Buddha statues in my house, and they're all gray.
Meditation. Right, we got 3 more colors. Here we go. Yellow.
Yellow would be the sun, sunflowers, and happy.
Happy. Okay.
Peace.
Peace. I love peace. Gina says she thinks of an elephant when she thinks of gray. All right, 2 more colors. 2 more colors. Here we go. How about peach?
Peach. Peach. That's a weird color. Peach. I would say cheeks.
What?
Cheeks.
Oh, cheeks.
Happy smiles. I don't know. I don't really think about peach.
Peach is my mom's favorite color, so I'm always aware of peach. Okay. And final color. This is not my favorite color. It's just one of my power colors. I see this color during my meditation, and for some reason, I always save this color for last. those who watch this Blazethelion podcast already know what color I'm going to say. So don't ruin it by putting it in the chat like you guys did last week. All right, here we go. Fine. Watch them put it in the chat.
Well, I can't see the chat right now, so
Okay, good. Perfect. Here we go. Final color is dun 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 purple.
Purple.
Mm-hmm.
I think of third eye.
Yes.
Purple is a beautiful color. It's one of my
Is
favorite colors.
Yes. See, purple is powerful. Purple just had Melissa and I in sync right there. See that? The power of purple right there. I love it. Awesome, amazing harmony. Yes, I love the words in the chat. Zen. Yes. Peaceful words, powerful words. I love it. So we could go on and on. I could even start posting pictures of just some of your food because it looks good. But not only does it look good, people, guess what? It actually tastes good. Don't you hate when you go somewhere, right? And you order food and on the website, the food looks amazing, right? Or you go into a restaurant and you open the menu and the food looks amazing, right? And then you order the food and they bring the food out to you and you're like, but wait a minute. What's on this plate doesn't look like what's on that menu. What happened here? Is it the same meal? And then you try it and it tastes even more. No, not here. All right. The pictures are amazing. I don't know who does her pictures, who does her lighting and all that. But whoever does that, they know what they're doing. Because you can see all the grains. You can see all the power. You can feel the food. Right? The food looks healthy. Huh?
Yeah. It's made with love, that's why.
That's what it is. See?
It's made with love. Lots
That's
of love.
the secret. It's made with love. See, whatever you do, do it with love, and you will attract love back. You will attract customers and clients in the midst of a pandemic. Right? That's the power of love. Yes, I love that. No pun intended there. So, to close the podcast, I know it's that time already. All right, teardrops. What I like to do with my clients is not my clients. No, sorry, with my guest. Yes. What I like to do with my guest is ask them if they would like to share anything in closing with should I say with our audience? Because a lot of your people are also in this audience as well. So is there anything you would like to share to close out? It could be one word. It could be one phrase. It could be your favorite quote. It can be a quote of your own, a quote that you love. It could be a paragraph long, however short, or however long. But something to edify the audience, something to uplift the audience, something that has impacted you that you would like to share, that you feel led to share with this audience. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you. I just want to thank you guys all so much for supporting Really Vegan Cuisine. I am where I am now because of you guys. And I want to say thank you so much. I do have so many things planned for this upcoming year to grow and to share, the love of our meals to everyone. And thank you so much for opening your hearts and trusting me to cater to you during this pandemic. And thank you so much for trusting me, period. Thank you. Because, you know, there's a lot of people that are not working right now. Because they're scared they are eating out because they're scared that they might get sick. So I do really want to open something up for us. And I always want to make it affordable for everyone because it should be affordable. You should go and eat healthy. You know, there's some people that don't really like to cook, and it shouldn't cost you so much to go out and eat for your family. And, you know, our families are growing. We don't have, I don't know, people are not used to having just one kid. People are having kids. So we have big families that we want to feed too. And we don't want to like spend so much. And we still want to take care of the bodies at the same time. So I am definitely working on something for all of us, for my community. And hopefully I can grow big enough to share this love and my passion and eating healthy to everyone around the world. That is my goal. I know my dream is a little big, but I don't care. I'm going big.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
There you have it. There you have it. You can see that humble spirit, right? And humble people go far. Humble is not a weakness. Humility, rather, is a strength. Yes. So with that humble spirit and that passion and love for what she does, it's only bigger and better. All right. So I see it. I'm sure a lot of your people see it. And I'm sure you'll be getting some texts. You'll be getting some emails and some DMs of people who want to try your fire food. And this is what we do on this platform. We bless others so that they're able to bless others, so that they're able to bless others, right? It's a cycle right there. It's a circle. So
Sure.
I love it. I love it. One more time for people who came on late, for people who are just not paying attention, or for people who just can't hear. So I want you to say it loud one more time. If anybody, whether you're a human being or you're an alien or you're a spiritual being or if you're a pet, whoever you are, and you have access to a phone and you're hungry, all right, how can they reach you?
Best way is text or calling. Should I give my number out right here, or would you put it somewhere?
Sure. Up to you.
So text or calling 954-600-2993 would be the best way. Or Instagram is another best way. I love Instagram, and it's breely.vegan.cuisine. And then you can also find us on Facebook, same breely.vegan.cuisine. And you can order either way.
Boom, just like that. Say that number one more time for those that are a little bit slow. One more time.
It's 954-600-2993.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Are you guys hungry? Did you eat your dinner yet? Well, it's too late to order from Brie for tonight. I'm sorry. But tomorrow's a new day. Yes, tomorrow's a new day.
Before 10 a.m.
Before 10 a.m. So don't be texting her at 12 o'clock talking about you need food delivered by 12:30. Like, nah, son. Nah.
I've had that before.
I've probably done that before. All right, before 10 a.m. All right, so you don't even need to book weeks in advance, right? It can be that morning of, but make sure it's before 10 a.m. And her service areas are Miramar, Pembroke Pines, Cooper City, Davie, Miami Lakes.
Yes.
And yes, in Miami Lakes. What about Miami Gardens? That's kind of like Miami Lakes.
Miami Gardens too. It's like crossing. Yeah.
Okay.
Miami Gardens too. Yeah, sure.
One time for Miami Gardens, Murder Gardens. That's a whole nother story. Yes, for all of you in that area. So whether you live there or maybe your office, maybe your job, your business is in one of those areas, right? Bring it to your job right there, right? Yes. So Melissa, I want to say thank you so much for just sharing yourselves, for making the time tonight to be with us here on the Blazethelion Podcast, for being a conduit of love, of change, of passion, of health, right? And they can look at you and they can see that you're truly happy, that your fake vegan thing is something worth trying out. We'll see a lot of people in life trying to get people to see things their way, but people are not budging because they don't even look happy themselves. So why would we want to join you when you look frustrated? You look all flustered and right? But somebody like yourself, like, look at that smile just comes natural, right? She is just herself. She's not faking it. And believe when I tell you this food is good, right? So make sure you guys contact her. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you are looking at the replay right now, I love that because it's never too late. All right. Make sure you like, you love, you laugh, you cry, add emojis, share. All right. Tell a friend to what? To tell a damn friend. Right. Yes, indeed. And one more time, if you would like to support this little old podcast, I'm just joking. Ain't nothing little around here. Big dreams, right? Big movements. If you would like to support this amazingly big, gigantic, ginormous podcast and movement, all right, you can go to anchor.fm/Blazethelion/support. All right, and we got 3 levels, right? 99 cents, $4.99, and $9.99. All right. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. And this is what I do each and every Tuesday night, bringing you guys passion, giving you guys my expertise, my friends in the industry, and just giving you guys options to make your day, to make your life powerful. Because I'm powerful. You're powerful. She's powerful. You already seen that. Right? And you watching, you are powerful. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise, including yourself. Don't believe those lies. All right? You can do it. Yes, you can. In 2021, in the midst of the chaos. All right? You can do it. Please believe, man. Melissa, before I start rambling some more, I want to say thank you so much again for just sharing your passion with us, man. A woman walking in her purpose, doing what she loves. So thank you, and thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Wasn't she great, guys? Wasn't she great? Yes. Send love, send hearts, send all that stuff. Send your questions. They'll be reaching out to you. I already know. I can feel it. Some may be returning customers and others may be brand new customers, but tell them that Blaze sent you. And if you do that, you'll get a free high five or something. I don't know. Like she might hook you up. I don't know.
I'll hook you up.
She should hook you up, right? So tell her that you're trying out her food because you heard it on the Blazethelion podcast. Yes? Yes, indeed. Bomb. So we are out. Peace and love. All right. I got this. She got this. And guess what? You got this. Walk in that purpose, y'all. Peace and love. Bomb.